It is confirmed Jules Kounde is set to be out for 3 weeks because of a hamstring injury he sustained in the match yesterday against Inter Milan. It seems that just yesterday I was making a video talking about Lewandowski and Balde's injuries, and now we got to talk about Kounde as well. This must be exactly what George Bush felt like when they told him the second tower had been hit. It's like just bad news after bad news. But it's actually the third tower because Lewandowski and Balde, now Kounde. It's just awful, man. Honestly, that's the best way I can put it. That is really putting it into perspective, man. Because this is not the news we wanted to see waking up this morning. We saw yesterday, we knew that Kounde was hurt. I mean, we saw him on the pitch take off his shin guards. We all thought it was bad. But 3 weeks, bro. I mean, he'll be back for the final of obviously Barca make to Munich. But, you know, I don't really care much about the El Clasico. I don't care about him missing the El Clasico because, honestly, I don't give a fuck. I care about the second leg against Inter. Because we're not just missing any old player. We're missing the best right back in the world and a guy who's been so important for our team this season. It's hard for me to see Barca recover from this injury, but they're going to do it. I'm here to be the voice of reason once again because every Barca fan is panicking once again. Guys, the season is not over. This season is not over. Yes, we're losing Kounde. Yes, Balde, but Balde's going to be back actually for the second leg. Balde will be back for the second leg. That's a positive because we don't have to see Gerard Martin. And hopefully, we can play Hector Ford at right back. Or hopefully, Eddie Garcia can play right back. Because Eddie Garcia's done a job there the past couple games. And maybe Lewandowski's back for the second leg. And even if Lewo's not back, we have Ferran Torres. Now, somebody pointed out something, and someone made a great point in my comment section yesterday, and I wanted to bring it up in this video. Lewandowski is really good for defending set pieces. I never thought about that, but that's why you guys are here. You guys are so much smarter than me. Somebody brought that up. That is a great point. Lewandowski is a guy that you need in these games. Not because, yes, he's obviously a great goal scorer, but he's a big guy. So he's important when you're defending a set piece because he's so tall. He can obviously help guard guys like Bisek and Thuram and Dumfries, who are all fucking massive. And of course, with Ferran Torres, we don't have that same advantage. So, you know, I understand that point of it. But at the end of the day, I think Ferran can do a job. Ferran Torres scored in the game against Real Madrid. He scored against Inter. In these games, these important games, he's come through. He's scored a goal. That's good, okay? So we should be happy with that. But yeah, Balde should be back for the game against Inter. So that's good. Kounde is going to miss. He's going to miss the game against Inter. So we got to look at solutions there. In my opinion, who do you go with? I would go with Hector Ford. I would personally go with Hector Ford because I think you need somebody like Kounde unlocks a lot for Lamine Yamal because even though he's not the best going forward, he's gotten so much better at it. And also, he knows how to make those runs. They just have great chemistry. I mean, when Kounde and Lamine Yamal are together on the pitch, they have amazing chemistry. It's almost like Messi and Dani Alves. Honestly, it is. Obviously, Kounde is not the level of offensive player that Dani Alves was, but still, man, they have just this amazing chemistry and they just know where the other one's going before they even go. So, again, that's going to make... I hope it doesn't affect Lamine Yamal as well because we know they obviously both occupy that right-hand side. But I think with a guy like Hector Ford, it's just going to provide so much more of a threat going forward for Barca. And we need that, man. We need that. Again, I know Hector Ford is not the best defensively, but we've only seen him play left back. His natural position is playing right back. So I think if Hansi Flick gives Hector Ford a chance, I think it's going to pay dividends. And, you know, for me, I'm just honestly really, really happy. The news about Kounde was terrible, man. Trust me. I made that whole analogy in the start of the video. It was that bad. Maybe not quite that bad. Is it too soon to make an 9/11 joke? I really don't know. Anyway, I made it anyway. I'm not going to cut that out. But to me, the news about Kounde was obviously awful. But the news about Balde coming back, that's huge, man. He's going to be back for the second leg, and we're going to need him for that second leg because I think that game yesterday is so much different if Balde is able to start. I think that game is so much different. I don't think Gerard Martin does anything productive on the pitch. And I think Íñigo Martínez, well, I love Íñigo, and he's been so good for us this season. And obviously, he's not a left back. But playing left back, he's still very sound defensively. But he can't do anything going forward. And that's obviously affecting the whole team because Rafinha, we've seen him, Rafinha's form dipping has basically coincided with Balde being out. So when you don't have Balde, when you don't have an offensive threat at left back, it fucks up Rafinha and then the whole team gets messed up and it's just a pain in the ass. So I'm just glad that Balde is going to be back. Again, for Kounde, I feel for him, man, because he does not deserve this. He's been so good. He's been such an Iron Man for this team. But honestly, bro, it was a ticking time bomb. He was bound to get hurt at some point because this man plays too much football. And again, I've said it before, when he's not playing football, he's going on random runs around New York City. So the guy is always active. He's always doing something. And while that's great, it's not great for your body, man. And coming off playing 190 minutes, scoring that winner against Real Madrid, and then you're playing another intense game a couple days later against Inter, the UCL semifinals at home, it was bound to happen eventually. It was just bound to happen eventually. Again, I hate that it happened now because we need him so badly, man. He's such a great player. But I don't know. I really don't. There's no point in talking about it now because it happened. We can't dread over it. It's spilled milk. The milk is spilled. You can't put it back into the carton. Okay, it's spilled. So you got to find a way to clean it up. Another option that we have, if you don't want to play Eddie Garcia, you don't want to play Hector Fort, you can play Araujo right back. Araujo can play right back. Araujo's a great defender overall. And I think at right back, he can do a job. We've seen him play right back before. We used to put him at right back all the time. So maybe Araujo can play right back. You play Cubarsi obviously next to him, then you play Inigo, and then you play Valde. That's a pretty good back line. That's a very physical back line. You know, you have Araujo there to negate that presence of obviously the tall Inter Milan players, which will be a good idea in my opinion, because we need bigger players on the pitch. Whether it's Christensen, whether it's Araujo, hopefully, like I said, Lewy comes back. We need these guys on the pitch. Because Inter are too big of a team. We saw it yesterday, man. It seemed like in every corner, it was pathetic, bro. They were winning every header. It's just not good enough, man. We need Araujo. We need these big players. So you could do that as well. You could play Araujo right back, and you could have Cubarsi and Inigo next to him, and then Valde at left back. I would be okay with that. I don't know about you guys, but I'd be pretty okay with that. I would feel comfortable going into the second leg with that back line. Again, Valde is so important, man. Kounde's out. Not great news, but Valde's back. That's really good news. It would be ideal to have them both because they're so fucking good, both of them. You could argue they're two of the best, not even you could argue, they are two of the best fullbacks in the world. I think Kounde's the best right back in the world. I think Valde, before his injury, was playing like the best left back in world football. And we saw yesterday, man, Gerard Martin, Inter were targeting him from the start. He's simply not good enough, man. I know it's like a trend now to hate on Gerard Martin, and every Barca fan does it. I get it, man. Okay, I'm not trying to pile on the poor guy because he's twin, bro. I mean, this guy, me, we're like this. I'm beating the allegations, so trust me, I will beat the doppelganger allegations if it's the last thing I do. But this guy, bro, you know, I'm sure he means well. That's the worst thing you could say about somebody. I'm sure he means well. Come on, bro. He's not a make-a-wish. He's a football player, but I'm sure that the guy means well. Okay, I promise you, I think he does. That's cool. He's not good enough for Barcelona. This team is just like, it's Barcelona, and Gerard Martin is not Barcelona level. And if it makes him feel any better, neither am I, and neither are any of you guys watching this. So, you know, it's like, he shouldn't feel that bad about it. It's very hard to be Barcelona level, but he's just simply not Barcelona level. So, I think that the less we see of him for the rest of the season, the better Barca's going to be. So, I'm glad that Valde's back. Kounde, if Barca make the final, he should be back for that. So, we're good there. If Barca make the final, when Barca make the final, Inter fans probably hate me right now. I'm not, trust me, I'm not looking past Inter. I thought you guys, honestly, I felt bad on that video I made yesterday because I didn't give you guys enough credit. You guys played a great game, honestly. I thought Barca were better, but I think you guys played a great game, and you guys did what you were supposed to do, and you got the result you wanted, and now you're going home, and if you win, you're going to the UCL semifinals. So again, I'm not looking past Inter, but I think Barca are going to win it because I believe in this team, I believe in this team this whole year. So again, it's not great, but hopefully Lewa comes back. It's less certain that Lewa's going to be back for the second leg, but it's a lot more certain that Valde is going to be back. So that's, to me, was always the most important player to get back, is Valde. With Lewa, we can deal with it with Ferran. But again, we might need his box presence for corners and stuff like that and free kicks. I understand that, but Ferran is good. He scored a goal yesterday. He's building confidence. Let's trust Ferran. But Valde is the important one. So, Valde, you could play Hector Fort, even though he's not a big guy. So, I mean, Hector Fort is fairly tall. What is he, like 6 feet, 6'1"? He's just not built, bro. Araujo is like a fucking tank. You know what I mean? And Thuram and Bisek, these guys are not just tall, man. Because you could be tall. You could be like an Andy Carroll or a Peter. Andy Carroll was actually pretty built. You could be like a Peter Crouch. You know what I mean? Peter Crouch was big, but he wasn't built. He was tall, but he wasn't built. These fucking guys, man, they're built as fuck. So you need a guy like Araujo. You need a guy like Christensen to be there. And, you know, unfortunately for Inigo is built, but he's just not that tall. He's not as tall as Araujo. So it's a lot of issues we have to look at before the second leg. Barca, I think, did a lot of things right in that first game yesterday, but they also did a lot of things that most of us weren't pleased with. But that's why you have a coach like Hansi Flick, okay? That's why you have a coach like Hansi Flick, who can react, and he's going to figure something out. But again, if you're asking me, what back line would I play against Inter in the second leg? Valde at left back. The first name on the team sheet should be Alejandro Valde. Left center back, Inigo. Right center back, Cubarsi. We're not changing that. They've been amazing the whole season. Right back, honestly, you play it out. You play it out at right back. Put it out at right back. I think he can do a job. So, we'll see what happens. Obviously, not the news we wanted to hear, but it's news that we heard. So, we got to move past it now, okay? We got to move past it now and just look forward to the next game. You got to rest players against Valladolid. Valladolid is a meaningless game. I'm telling you guys this right now. I'm sorry. I will not be making a match review against Valladolid more than likely because I'm going to watch the game, but I'll be at a family barbecue, and, you know, I'm not going to take my camera there. I'm sorry, guys. It's just, I just can't. So I apologize for that. So I more than likely will not make a match review against Valladolid. Again, I'll watch the game. I'll be there. I'll put it on the TV. I'll watch it, of course, but I'm not going to make a match review more than likely. But to me, it's like it's Real Madrid, Inter, Valladolid, Inter, Real Madrid. Like, it's just sandwiched in the middle of our most important games of the season. I don't really fuck Valladolid, bro. Honestly, I said it yesterday. Call up Barca B, okay? Call up Barca B. Get the Sidemen 11 from the charity match and put him in there. Maybe Minter can do a job. I really don't know, man. Maybe sign him to a contract. I don't care. I really don't care. But I don't want to see any players get hurt against Valladolid, especially the important players. Every player is important, but I'm saying like play. Maybe I don't know. Noah Dorovic can play. I know they called him up. Maybe he's one of the guys that's gonna play. Maybe call up some of the kids from La Masia that you want to see. Maybe if they can do a job at right back and left back. Make it an experimental game. Play all those guys. And then we can win the league against Real Madrid in the El Clasico 2 weeks from now. That's fine. But against Valladolid, we must just rest the players. And yeah, Kounde's out. It's going to be 3 weeks. The most important game he's missing is Inter. I really don't care about the other games that he's going to miss. I really don't care. I care about him missing the Inter game. He will obviously not be ready for the Inter game because the Inter game isn't a week. And obviously a week is less than 3 weeks. So, of course, I'm trying to do it in my head, but it'll be fine. Trust me, it'll be fine. Have I ever let you guys down? Not Gerard Martin, like me, Michi no ball. Have I ever let you guys down? No. Alright, so I'm not gonna let you guys down this time. I promise you it'll all be okay. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Maybe I'm going insane. I might be having a manic episode. I don't know. This video was all over the place. I'm singing, I'm talking a bunch of shit. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Maybe I'm masking my confidence right now. I try to just put on a brave face, because I don't want to be here and be panicked. But I am kind of shitting my pants a little bit with this Kounde injury, but we can't show it. You know what I mean? You cannot show it. It's like when you go on a date with a girl. Are you going to be there and you're going to sit there while you guys are having lunch and act like you're nervous? Fuck no. She's going to be like, oh, this guy's fucking weirdo. Why is he sweating so much? Why is he... No. You just suck it up and you go to that happy place in your head. And that's what you got to do right now. You just go to that happy place in your head. You know when Happy Gilmore, when he's like, oh, I just want you to be happy, and he thinks about grandma and the guy who the alligator bit off his hand. You know that part in the movie? If you guys haven't seen Happy Gilmore, go to your happy place right now. And that's all I gotta say. Yeah, man, this video was definitely an eventful one, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. I love every single one of you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What would be your backline against Inter in the second leg? Let me know all your thoughts, everything about Kounde, everything. I want to hear it. And yeah, man, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.